Frederick H. Howell, Director, Charles Ulrich and Josephine Bay Foundation. Introduction. This is a strange and wonderful book. Its spokesmen are some 30 elders of the Hopi Indian tribe in northern Arizona. The Hopis regard themselves as the first inhabitants of America. Their village of Oraibi is indisputably the oldest continuously occupied settlement in the United States. It and most of the other villages cling to 600-foot-high escarpments of 3 rocky mesas rising abruptly out of the desert plain: Hano, Shichomovi, and Walpi on First Mesa, Misangavi, Sepolavi, and Shangopovi on Second Mesa, Hotvilla, Bakavi, and Oraibi on Third Mesa, and Moenkopi, lying 50 miles to the west. No part of the vast arid plateau embracing parts of New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Utah is more inhospitable than the Hopi Reservation of nearly 4,000 square miles, itself completely surrounded by the 25,000-square-mile wilderness of the Navajo Reservation. Men have had to walk 10 miles each day to tend their little patches of squaw corn. Women have trudged interminably up the steep cliff sides with jars of water on their heads. This is their immemorial homeland, the desert heartland of the continent. Most of their spokesmen here are old men and women with dark, wrinkled faces and gnarled hands. They speak gutturally, deep in their throats and almost without moving their lips, their voices rising out of the depths of an archaic America we have never known, out of immeasurable time, from a fathomless unconscious whose archetypes are as mysterious and incomprehensible to us as the symbols found engraven on the cliff walls of ancient ruins. What they tell is the story of their creation and their emergences from previous worlds, their migrations over this continent, and the meaning of their ceremonies. It is a worldview of life, deeply religious in nature, whose esoteric meaning they have kept inviolate for generations uncounted. Their existence always has been patterned upon the universal plan of world creation and maintenance, and their progress on the evolutionary road of life depends upon the unbroken observance of its laws. In turn, the purpose of their religious ceremonialism is to help maintain the harmony of the universe. It is a mytho-religious system of year-long ceremonies, rituals, dances, songs, recitations, and prayers, as complex, abstract, and esoteric as any in the world. It has been the despair of professional anthropologists, ethnologists, and sociologists. The great pioneer ethnologist Alexander M. Stephen, who first recorded the details of Hopi ceremonialism in the 1890s, was led to exclaim irritably in his classic journal, "Damn these tantalizing whelps! To the devil with all of them! I have been bamboozled from pillar to post all day, have received no scrap of information." He came to the conclusion that Hopi ceremonialism was so abstract that it would take longer than a man's lifetime to understand it, and that it required a sixth sense of the Hopis themselves. J. Walter Fuchs later was equally baffled. He wrote, "There is much mysticism in the proceedings which thus far the writer fails to understand. In many instances, these native explanations in which much esotericism appears to enter have not been understood." Today, more than a half-century later, almost every Hopi ceremony has been reported with painstaking accuracy by a host of professional observers. Yet their studies are limited to minute, exoteric descriptions of ritual paraphernalia and how they are used. The esoteric meanings and functions of the ceremonies themselves have remained virtually unknown. This is not wholly due to traditional Hopi secrecy. Professional scientific observers themselves